Subject Roger B., age 32. As our lives get more complex, we often find ourselves with less time but more to do. Between work, family, and our own personal needs, the phrase, "something's gotta give," takes on greater urgency. That's because no one can be in more than one place at the same time. Or can you? Roger B. is a customer service rep for a large consulting firm based in Los Angeles. He puts in 14-hour days, 6 days a week, and he's been doing that for the past 4 months. His extremely attractive wife, Angela, couldn't be happier. Why is this recent newlywed happy that her husband is spending so much time at the office? Because this is also Roger Buchanan. Barry, this might be a good time to do a time date stamp split screen with both images, yeah? These men are not twins. What you're seeing is actually happening simultaneously. In the shot to the right, Roger B. is at work, 2 miles away. I'm Dr. Richard Roman, and I can explain. When we learned of Roger's condition, we brought him in for study.
Coral Grove.
We were immediately struck by how compliant he was with everything, how he didn't complain once about the long hours of testing, or the probing questions.
F8.
But both Rogers went out of their way to make things easier. And that became the final piece of the puzzle.
Areola. Slightly larger areola.
I call it successive parallel personality loss and identity tier syndrome, or splits. Are we rolling, Barry?
You're filming this also?
Oh, it's standard procedure for these types of studies. And it's for my archives, as well as for legal reasons that I'm not prepared to discuss on camera. So, how is your husband, Angela? May I call you Angela?
Mrs. Buchanan is fine. I'm sorry, this is just a little invasive, the camera. Can we just...
The investigation, study, and general treatment of psychiatric disorders of this nature can be beneficial to a whole lot of people with your help. Look, rest assured that these tapes are for my private use. My private study. I'm going to study the tapes privately. You know, your wonderful, what's the word I'm looking for? Your modesty is most attractive. Well, your husbands are very lucky men.
Excuse me?
No, excuse me.
At first I blamed myself. I mean, I was pulling him in 2 different directions. On the one hand, I wanted the responsible husband, but on the other hand, I wanted that carefree, fun-loving guy that I fell in love with when we first met.
You see, Doc, this way, I get to live every week of my life like it's Shark Week.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I, but it doesn't matter. You should have seen me 5 months ago. I had a very, very unhappy fiancée. Big, expensive wedding coming up. Things at work were ramping up in a major way.
And so to keep everyone happy, you literally split into 2 people?
Whatever, man. I mean, you're the science guy. I mean, it's like this. My dad always told me, you give a man a fish and he eats for a day. But you teach a man to fish. And while he's out fishing, you can sneak in and nail the wife who's bitter because she married a guy who can't put food on the table, right? You know what I'm saying? Found it. Found it, Doc. Go on. Lock it in. Yeah, see, I get to be the fisherman. And I get to bang the hot wife. Who wins?
Oh, yes.
This guy.
Boom, boom, oh.
You have to get used to the fact that there's an extra person that you're married to, but technically it's all Roger by definition. You know, one works and cooks and does the wash and runs the errands, and the other one is, well, free to do everything else.
Think about cultivating a nose squirrel. What do you think?
A nose squirrel?
It's a mustache. No.
Okay, dokes. Don't hurt the ass, though, right? I'm gonna go play.
Okay.
Off you go.
Oh, doctor, I have to thank you.
Me? Mm-hmm. What did I do?
Well, you assured me that it's all about helping the Rogers manage their disorder. And once I had that perspective, I've never been happier.
Well, good for you.
My productivity at the office has actually increased since Angela put me on our schedule. I work from 9 to 7 and until 4 on Saturdays for the overtime. Angela figured out the math on that one. Then after work, it's grocery shopping and assorted errands. That is, if the knuckleheads around here don't dump all their work on my desk at 5 o'clock. No problem. Yeah, I can help you with that. I know it seems like I'm doing all the heavy lifting, but I love Angela, and I would do anything to make her life easier, better, whatever you want to call it. I'd split into 10 guys. I love her that much.
During those more intimate moments, how do you manage?
Well, despite what it may look like, we're actually pretty boring. We hold hands, we take long walks, and we cuddle in the bed in the afternoon.
The three of you? There isn't any jealousy?
Well, Roger's at work, so it's just Roger and me, and you can't really be jealous of yourself. So Roger comes home at night, and he joins Roger and me, and, well, we're doing just fine.
Hey, Roger's got to stay late again, so he can't take care of the dry cleaning or stop at the video store.
Aw. Roger, could you?
Done and done. I'll drop you off at home.
Am I the luckiest woman in the world?
Actually, I think the Rogers are.
Well, I hope that we helped you out, Dr. Roman, and
Yes.
I wish you the best of luck on your project.
You too.
But you see, that's it. I mean, I think about my life before this, and I can't imagine not being with her every moment I can. I see people who recognize me from stories they've read, and they have this look in their eye that's like, oh, that poor man. And I just have to laugh because I've never been happier. I mean, we, the three of us, have everything anyone could want.
And as with all disorders, there are mutations, subtle changes that manifest themselves as a result of the unknowable desires within the human mind and the human heart.
Relax, brah. I'm gonna get it for the both of us, no doubt. Boom!